What's up, guys? It's Mr. Javid, and today we are back on the Pokemon Showdown server, and it's Regieleki time. Woke up this morning, knew what I had to do. Regieleki is on the menu. Oh, I should rap. I should also rap. Alright, so terrain plus Regieleki. Broken. If you're not resisting, you're dead. You're dead. Before somebody asks, yes, I do have accents. Several. But let's hop on into it. Now, this team was by Donald Y. I'm going to use two teams today, actually. So this one right here is by Donald Y. And then this one's a lot cooler. As Zoroark, ring target. We about to trick those ground types. Bluff the Regieleki. Trick the ground type, the ring target. And then it's a bloodbath from there. I think in most cases... what's it called? Can you imagine getting rising voltaged in electric terrain with choice specs and you don't resist? Well, you're not immune. If you resist, it doesn't matter. Yeah. And so, what's my opponent? 1723. I'm 1872. All right. So highlighter shit. Like when I look at my opponent's team, Regieleki just Coco just, you know what I'm saying, destruction. I'd say even more so Kyurem for sure. Kyurem upon Dragon Dancing here just eats. Oh, I'm not the. Actually, this Kyurem is probably better because Mamoswine is neutral to. This actually might be better here. Alright, so let's stop and assess, right? Regieleki, if we can rid the Mamoswine. It seems to be lead swine, so that shouldn't be too difficult. Can rid that rising voltage through his team. We Coco through his team. Kyurem upon Ice Beaming has no counter, and I have a whole Heatran for his, so no factor. Landorus, core purpose, intimidating the Urshifu. Beyond that, it doesn't really serve a purpose. Yeah, doesn't pick up any major KOs. The scarf is nice though. Hopefully it's not one of those random spreads. Don't like random spreads. And Ladio's gonna do what Latios does, drop Dracos. It doesn't have a Dragon Resist, so that's awesome. Heatran, it's pretty hard for him to deal with, but you know I gotta deal with his Urshifu and make sure that I'm good versus that. So phase one, he does start off with the Mamoswine. I'm gonna U-turn. Whoa, oh, oblivious. Yo, this is crazy. This is crazy wavy. This is mad wavy, bros. I'm still going to U-turn. He may Ice Shard, but I doubt it. This allows for my Kyurem to come in, the thing he can't guard against, as he Stealth Rocks. And again, he seems to just be lead sacking. Awesome. So either my opponent doesn't know what Regieleki does, or he doesn't know what Regieleki does. There's no... I don't think there's a middle ground for this. And then he goes to Porygon on Kyurem. Now Kyurem is... I am a bit confused by this decision. Gonna attack it and see what he does. I mean, try attack crits me there. Whatever. As I said... yeah, let's just kill this. I was thinking if I needed to predict there. Coco at this point is going to destroy him by itself. Curious as to what this Rillaboom has in store for me. I probably don't die to Grassy Glide. I wonder what... I need to relearn these things. I know Zeraora never dies, but I don't know Coco's... If it's a chance, then I won't stay, and if it's not, then this is the perfect U-turn. Because I know if he stays and he didn't Grassy Glide, which means I can go to Tran. No. Tapu Koko. Let's assume specs. What's my stats on this? Yeah. Where's the calc? Sorry, my recorder is over. You can't see that part, but my recorder is over the calc. Okay, so Grassy Glide never kills, as far as I can tell. Adamant, yeah, it never kills. Um, though I don't particularly want to take the Grassy Glide anyway. But yeah, he didn't go for it. Now I could be going for a high horsepower. As long as Coco alive, I'm not too concerned about her Shifu. Yeah, high horsepower, excellent. That's why I didn't want to hard switch to Tran, as he stays into, doesn't Grassy Glide, doesn't high horsepower, so perhaps he's gonna go for the knockoff. Very interesting. Didn't Grassy Glide, didn't high horsepower. Maybe Swords Danced. Even if he knocks, whatever, I get the terrain control. I know he won't high horsepower again. He does high horsepower again. Misses. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. It wouldn't have killed me, but it certainly would have hurt. So hard Tran to cover Quiver. No Scorching Sands. Heatran is back, baby. No more Volcarona shit. And so as long as the Volcarona is alive, I'm on my Regieleki to do, like, people aren't allowing my Regieleki to be great, and I'm not feeling that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go hard to this beast. Yeah. Oh, the terrain is gone. Doesn't matter, but I wanted the terrain up to see that damage output versus Volcarona. Matter of fact, I'm staying in. Let's see this damage. Oh my god! What? Yo! 99%. What? I know it was strong, but shit. That's Volcarona. That Volcarona doesn't play about its special defense. He's slower than my Heatran or Shifu. I'm not sure what that is, but I mean, I had Coco at full. That's why I wanted to be careful. Like, look at that shit. Like, he sacked Mamoswine turn 1, which just opened up Regieleki. But more so, the and I'm not even sure if Mamoswine would have been able to take that Life Orb special. I'm pretty sure I'm specially invested. Oh no. This isn't the same team. Yeah, I don't think Mamoswine was living that Life Orb neutral Ice Beam. No way. No way, bro. So I'm not sure how many points that guy gave me, but very odd game. But 99%. So does that mean it has a shot to KO? Whew. So this guy has a Zygarde. But more importantly, he has no Kyurem answers, and so every time that Zygarde comes in, my Kyurem comes in and does what it does. It doesn't have good ground immunities either, and it doesn't have anything for Latios outside of Pheromosa. Well, he does have this set is walled by Finny, so that's not true. Low-key wish I had Dazzle here, because he'd just get run over by Tapu Koko, like, straight up. It's not an easy game. This one is not going to be easy. He has the tools to give me a hard time. He has the tools to give me a hard time. I'm actually going to have to play very well to win this. Finny is the glue to his team, so if I can hammer through Finny, Latios can go in. Problem is Pheromosa exists, and I don't have anything for that Pokemon. And so Pheromosa, let's see, Zygarde, Genesect, Pheromosa would be the biggest concern to start this game. And so what I'm gonna do is, on the off chance that Pheromosa is, because I was like, if he's Genesect, let him Genesect, right? Scarf Sect would be a problem, but he might just, so he hard switches to Zapdos, which is interesting because I couldn't KO him, but maybe he just didn't want, he wanted to static me. He static Zapdos. Okay, that makes sense. I'm not gonna Toxic here because Tapu Fini is a Pokemon. and that'd be a wasted turn. Whereas if he goes Zygarde, I can deal. Volt switches and he's slower than me. Okay, that's good information. But again, we're gonna try to whittle down that Tapu Fini. He might not be your leftovers Fini. Could be something like Calm Mind. There's the Zygarde. I know these things tend to these days like to be glare and all these things. That's what I mean. Like, it's not gonna be easy because he has a lot of like weird shit, and he's 1928. So I'm glad I looked at his points, which means his plays should make sense. So I'm actually gonna give up. I think I'll have to give up Lando because I can't give up Kyurem. I can't give up Latios. So I'm gonna have to give up Lando. He does 1,000 Arrow and he's banded. Okay. Okay, that's good. Good knowledge. He went to Zapdos last time. I'm actually gonna just hard switch to Kyurem. I don't want the he has to be banded. That did way too much. What's my Lando spread anyway? I think I have some mixed defense. Yeah, like that's fucking banded. There ain't no way you're doing that much to me. And so Zapdos, the 30% static chance. Since I know he's banded, I don't want to play around with the 30%. I do have Roost. If he opts for something that's not Zapdos, it sucks. 1,000 Arrows again. That also is the same. It's also fine by me, as we're gonna be seeing Genesect here. Fusion Bolt into Ice Beam should 2-hit KO Genesect, or just the next time he switches in, he will be KO'd. The Sect probably doesn't have U-turn, which means he's gonna double out to his Zygarde here. The way he's playing is as if it doesn't have U-turn. Let's see. So it is U-turn. I haven't learned the calcs yet, so I don't know if that's banded. But at this point, every time what's his face comes in, it's a W. And so we're staring down Pharaoh. Could be Drill Run. Could be Rapid Spin. I think it's too big of a risk to risk me being. I know nothing he goes for here can KO me. Yeah, I think it's too big of a risk. Come on, man. It's really annoying because now he can Ice Beam me. Before he couldn't KO me. He can either close combat or Ice Beam here, and it puts me in a really bad position. Whereas had he not crit the close combat, he have to either like. I try to explain these things so people understand how layered a turn can be. So to them that's crit. Oh, whatever, bro. Because just no. That's not how that works, dickhead. So it would make sense for him to Ice Beam, and for that reason I want to go to my Regieleki, to be honest with you, because you know you'd assume that I don't want to get. Man, this is tough now because of that crit. What do I do? What do I do? I'm gonna go hard Regieleki. I don't think he's gonna CT. I think he's gonna Ice Beam. Okay, God bless. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. And so now I'm gonna pivot to my Landorus. If he stays in the Ice Beams, I just lose. I don't think if he stays in, he would Ice Beam again, because he doesn't want to risk me outspeeding him and knocking out his Pheromosa. So let's do what we can. Yeah, so he does make the Zygarde play. Now, again, this is substantially easier because of his point range. I know he's competent. That's a good crit right there, because that might help my Coco out later on. And so Latios is going to have to eat a hit here. My timer is going out because now I have to think more about a lot of things that before didn't necessarily have to be relevant. So I'll Roost as Tapu Fini likely comes in. There's no point in me wasting time. He knows Zygarde is a problem. He knows my Pheromone. Now Reggie, because his Zygarde's so low, Regieleki is starting to become more and more of a problem, but I think I'll have to endgame this with I don't know. So Heatran comes out, no surprise there. So he scouts for the roost of the surf. I figured he would have done that to begin with rather than pivoting doing that. But it is what it is. Talafini leftovers. So he deflogs. Again, he should be fearing me waking up. Right. I'm still gonna Volt Switch. Please, please, Antha. Please, Antha. Please, Antha. Please, Antha. Please, Antha. Regieleki. I do think he's gonna stand. And I need him to mess up. So he goes hard Zygarde. Do I Antha? I would have stayed at Frozen anyway. But basically, let's see. Lando. So I'm giving him Latios here. We're going to take a Mon from him with this. So we'll just Earth Power hard because he's going to go to his Heatran and then try to pivot around. Though I don't know what he'd pivot to. Actually, we have no reason not to Ice Beam. So if Regieleki can unthaw, then there is hope. So I'm going to intimidate him first to make sure he can't boost up. And Stone Edge is free here because I know he's going to go Zapdos. Awesome. Awesome. So if he loses his ground immunity, then Landorus can come through. Awesome. Awesome. So Landorus is a problem right now. It's a question of does he U-turn or not. I really want to just fucking bank on the game being. So I'm going to sack my Kyurem. I'm going to sack my Kyurem because I don't need it. The Ice Beams though, which means I can switch to Tran. He might pivot to Pheromosa, but I don't think he will. I don't think it makes much sense to. But I do have an out if he does. It's going to require me sacking my entire team, but I do have an out if he does. So let me think. If I sack this, Genesect this Ice Beam, I go Heatran. I think it'd be a choke to sack Pheromosa, risk Pheromosa, yeah. And so I'll just Earth Power here. I know his Heatran's coming in, but it doesn't really change much. Man, I need Regieleki to wake up. If it wakes up, I'm good. So I'm gonna sack Kyurem here, which seems odd. But this is like actually perfect because now I get to go for Fusion Bolt hard. I get to Fusion Bolt hard here. And it doesn't give Pheromosa the speed boost. What we're trying to achieve here is a situation where the Pheromosa can't do what it wants, right? So he has to go to Genesect here. I'm gonna go Eleki. Please, for the fucking love of God, wake up. Unthaw, please. Like, we played our hearts out in this, and again the Pheromosa, if it gets the speed boost, I lose, and I can't let it get the speed boost. So this is the moment of truth. Regieleki, come through for your boy. Come through. Thaw, 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 thaw. Fucking garbage, man. This fucking trash. Oh man. Well, actually, maybe there's hope. So I'm gonna roost here as he goes to Genesect. So there's hope because Sect wouldn't make sense to. I can't risk taking an Ice Beam or anything like that. If he U-turns, it would be a mistake. No, if he U-turns and I roost, how do I win this? I'm Boots. I'll roost. Please, for the love of fucking God, get the roost off. God bless. And so, because I still have Lando around, I know he can't stay in. I'm gonna double out to my he stayed in. I don't know if he predicted that or he was just like fuck it. But I actually can win now. No, because I have heavy duty boots. So my heavy duty boots actually hurt me here. But I have to double switch again and hope that he chokes. Because I can't win if he stays in. If I stay in. So Regieleki waking up there was the key to victory. Regieleki waking up was the key to victory. And the interesting thing is, I think if I had stayed in and attacked his train, I could have won. Because Pheromosa couldn't win and Capo Coco could beat the other two. So it actually wasn't over. I'm gonna double switch in case he chokes though. I think the pressure might be getting to him. Regieleki getting frozen, man. But we played given the circumstances the best we could. So he stays in as he should. It would have been a choke to switch. And he's evidently scarfed. He's clearly scarfed. Ah, what a shame, what a shame. His points would have been delicious too. Because I would have put us 1900 and then we'd be getting higher quality games. Come on, man. So Genesec's dead, blah, blah. I'd have to pray that Pheromosa doesn't knock out Landorus with close combat. Maybe he's not a speed boost variant. Yeah, figured. It is what it is. But I had a blast playing that though. Like sometimes I do enjoy people getting lucky because it forces me to hit another level of thinking in order to pull it back, right? Had I just won that outright, I'll just predict. But I actually had a shot if what I maybe should have done was no, but I didn't think he'd say. I don't think he realized that. So if I had killed his Genesect with my Heatran, because Coco had healed, I don't think I was in range of Pheromosa's CC because it's a speed boosting variant. But in my mind, I kept thinking it was an attack boosting variant. So, but what I didn't want is for his Fini to come in on my Genesect, on my Heatran. So really the play might have been to just roost Coco, sack Lando. Yeah, I actually could have won that a different way. Now I learned that. I actually could have won. I didn't think about it in that way. Alright, so Tran, Integral for Naganadel, Mag, Gen, Coco for this, and this. And Coco just eats his team alive, honestly. Regieleki just eats his team alive. I'm curious as to how he's gonna play the Chomp because of that fact. And because of the fact that he struggles so much with Tran. And so Naganadel is his initial. Got a couple options here, but I can't have this thing boosting and Dracoing. I'm actually going to just Earth Power straight up. Even if he goes to Garchomp, I want that damage on Garchomp's to where eventually, because I can't have this thing nasty plotting. So now I can stealth rock. So I guess he's just suicide leading, or maybe he'll Draco here. Or maybe he thought that I would stealth rock as he got up a spike. Either way, there's the Garchomp. As I said, very, very, very important to shut this Garchomp down. Now, it's a high risk play to, not Landorus, but because I could have stayed into Toxic there. I knew he'd go for something that wasn't Earthquake. But I think I can win the game just more comfortably. Let's U-turn here to see what his moveset is. Because what I'm looking at now, the way he's playing this out, is Torn coming in here and positionally, or stays in and he's Helmet. Okay. Good info. Helmet, huh? Which means Toxic perhaps. My Latios is quite good. I don't want to give up my Latios. So let's get this terrain up. Even if he Earthquakes, I know it won't KO. I'm curious as to what his other move is going to be. And I want to see how he plays here. If he stays in, risking me Dazzling Gleaming and getting Regieleki, that means I know he might not be the most critical thinker. But Isak's not going to Dela as he should. I'm going to be defogging soon because the rocks are hampering my E-Train a lot. So I'm actually tempted to Lando into, but Spectrier could be Scarf. So I'm gonna take that spike because positionally Heatran is just the best versus what he has left. Heatran invites Garchomp. If it invites Tornadus, then I know what kind of Torn set he is. He has to have something to heat my Heatran, right? And so, otherwise this wouldn't make sense. So this likely has something along the lines of Focus Blast. It could be Knock as well. Either way, Coco is going to be my main man here. Substitute, huh? So this is the wave. I don't think he can kill me with anything. Substitute, huh? Maybe it has Sludge Wave. I'm actually tempted to U-turn out into... Maybe he thought I would go for Select Berry or something? What? Or maybe he wanted to stall out my terrain, then he'll switch to his Garchomp. That's why it's weird to me that he went to Torn if I don't need my terrain for Regieleki to run through his team. Okay. And so likely Chomp. 31%. So I'm gonna pivot to Lando here. If he Hurricanes again, he's a deity. And there's a Magearna. I'll just defog hard. I don't need Lando anymore, but I can't have these rocks up. If the Magearna stays in and goes for Ice Beam or Flurkin, I don't even know if they're running Ice Beam. But I'm sure Earthquake isn't something he wants to take. And if he predicts me to stay in, I mean, if he predicts me to U-turn out, then he's going to go for something that's not excellent. So now I only have to deal with Stealth Rocks. So I could... should have Toxic this thing. But it's making the correct plays. I am slightly concerned by the Magearna. Maybe I should have went Latios. I'm gonna attack this thing. So it's assault vest. That's a tough freeze right there. Basically, what I was thinking as well, I might have to just trade Curum for Magearna so that my Latios gets a kill every time it comes in. Biggest qualm is the Spectre if it's Scarf. So Genesect, Officer Genesect's like, fuck it, I'll take half or a lot more than half. But again, the Spectre is concerning. I'm assuming it's Scarf, but it could be, but I'm assuming it's Scarf. And if that's the case, I need Curum to be at the utmost to get a hit off, and I need Heatran to be at the utmost to get a hit off. This is Shiny Sect, which I think has to be Adamant if I recall correctly. The event Sect. Man, this is tough. This is tough stuff. So basically what I'm trying to manage here is not losing to Spectrier, because we don't have anything that resists Ghost. I'm gonna pull this off. So double Cigar Chump, which I don't care about. So if he has the if he has Dragon Tail, it'll now be the time to use it. I think he's gonna Earthquake here. I am tempted to Toxic. Me Toxicing here would be a big move. But if I guarantee lose if he kills my Trent, that's not true. I guarantee lose. So he doubles to Spectrier. Man, I could have gotten him there. Whew. Should have went with the gut, bros. So he Scarf Spectrier, for sure. And he's just trying to get rid of my Landorus. I'll give him Coco instead. But yeah, I don't think I can beat this thing. It's too strong. Shadow Balls, right. And I missed the Toxic, that's over. What could I have done to Boss Spectre if it's Scarfed? Because Heatran walls 90% of his team. I think I just have to have something for a Ghost Resist. I'm going to play one more to wrap it up. But I think I'd have to have something else as a Ghost Resist. Otherwise... But the structure of the team probably isn't the best to support these things. So I'm going to play a lot of these games just to learn the metagame. And then I'm going to have actual team builders. Because, you know, people build these teams in early meta. Nobody knows what's standard. There's no adaptation yet. So, of course, it's going to have to be flawed. And we just kind of have to figure out how to use our tools best in the moment. If he plays his Lando like the typical player, then this should be a cinch. I'm going to take this percentage from the Clefable because it might be important for Curum to 2-hit KO that later. Trend obviously has to be my guy. So it's leftovers Clef. Let's see what he does. What's this guy's points? Really? Interesting. Okay. So Toxic is free here. Obviously Slowbro, something of that nature. But that'd be too simple. That'd be too simple a solution, you know, to get a Toxic off there. That'd be too simple the solution. So we're forced into Coco here. Fortunately we're boots, so we can take two. Not well, but we take them. I'm a roost here. Clef is it's gonna be this T-ball damage is gonna be important for my Curum later on. Moonblast expected. interesting that he Moonblasted again. Especially because I've roosted on so much of his team. Terrain only has 1 left, so I'm getting way more health than I'm losing. Gets the special attack drop, that's fine. So let's get back to the most we can possibly get. 56, it's cool. We get the Tranning. And now we pivot back to Coco, very obvious. I'm gonna dazzle now. I want that Landorus chipped. Yeah. So that my Regieleki can start going brazy. Dazzling Gleam. I knew he was U-turning, but it doesn't matter. Scarflando positions perfectly versus everything he has remaining. Excellent, excellent. So obviously, you know, teleport, things of that nature. Let's see that Cinderace. Let's see that Cinderace come in. Okay, so he's just a Boots Ace. Okay, I got something. I got you. Tap those. Lando. Okay. Let's see what he does here. U-turns. Okay. Slow bro. Same shit. Da-da-da. This rock's cleft, so there's no point in me defogging here. Okay. I know what I'll do. I know what I must do. I don't need Regieleki to win, but I'm trying to get the most value out of it. Like, I want it to do well because it's a Regieleki live. But positioning Regieleki here solves every problem because it forces Lando back in. He likes to teleport. He's got to go Lando. Got to take rocks, which is why I'm not defogging. I could also take the play to the next level and stay in and go for Thunderbolt on his Landorus. But I actually probably would need like some kind of helmet user, like really punish. What's Lando's speed with Jolly Lando? You might think he's slower than me. He could be slower than me depending on the Regieleki set I use, but I'm not. So I'm a Volt switch here. Him going into Clefable made no difference rather than going into Lando, unless he's not choice Lando. So soft boils there makes sense. As we were able to toxic here and punish that slow bro. Predicted me to double switch. Okay, or he's just going for and so as I said, Regieleki positionally is going to be amazing. Now I need to be careful that he doesn't scald on a turn, but I'm going to keep forcing this Landorus in. Excellent. So he has a couple more times to do that. Because soon Coco is gonna be all I need. Cinderace, Kyurem, Heatran. Let's do Kyurem. Kyurem forces in the Zapdos. He actually goes Cinderace. So he must have high jump kick. Otherwise, this doesn't make any sense. Which one would I prefer to have? Kyurem or Kyurem up on Ice Beam and gets a kill, or Yeah, let's go Lottie, sack Lottie. I'd rather cure him. You hate to see it. Cure him, Zapdos, sack, Regieleki. Let's not waste our Latias. I'm gonna pivot to Tran. U-turn, obvious. Oh, he high jump kick again. Kudos to him. So we just pick up a KO here. I've shown Dazzling Gleam, so he'll go hard to Clefable. So Regieleki's in. And now Ancient Power here. So he sacks Lando. Okay, awesome. So now the demon is free. The demon is free. He's free. He's free. Tough high jump kick missed there. You hate to see it. I wonder what. So high jump kick, Powerball, U-turn. I'd assume Zen. It could be Sucker because of Spectrier. And if that's the case, we do want to be careful around that. But now I'm gonna be more careful. Let's have one more turn. Yeah, Salati makes the most sense here. Moonblast. Excellent. Roost. Yeah. So Corviknight comes out. I didn't expect Corviknight. Didn't expect Corviknight. It doesn't matter because Coco is about to win. All I have to do is sack. I'm heavy duty boost, yeah, so I'll just sack Kyurem, get Regieleki in, and Rising for 182. God, Slowbro is getting sacked. He sacks Zapdos. So I'm assuming the Cinderace has Sucker. He's not gonna use it here, even if he has it. But Lando is my least important member easily. So use this Powerball. Again, it could, if it doesn't have Sucker, then I'll win anyway, right? The fact that I have only one turn of terrain blows. I think I have to just check if he has Sucker. If he has Sucker, he wins. Because there's no way for me to beat his Clef with Regieleki still alive. So he seems to not have Sucker Punch. Or he didn't believe it would KO. But now it doesn't matter because I just win with Coco. I'll just stay in and T-Bolt. Man, that was annoying. Why am I not timid? What? Absolutely not. We're not going to be guaranteed slower than Spectrier. For what reason? So, that's a dub. Yeah. I don't know. GG. I don't know if the miss is what goes good. It depends on what. It would depend on what, if he had the Sucker Punch or not. You know? If he didn't have Sucker Punch, then I may have still been able to win, even if he hit the Heatran. But it definitely mattered. Definitely mattered. And shout outs to my guy right there, ASFDG. How did we lose so many points? What? Latios isn't pulling its weight, guys. We need something for Spectre. Something. But the team probably is just not good enough. That and whatever. We'll just get to what's the ladder right now? Because I do want to get to a higher level of play. Oh, so Charlton is only what 2,000. Okay. So the guys, post your teams in the description down below so we can start getting some more solid teams so we can just make the run. Maybe even get to number 1 before all the bans happen. I think it's easily doable. Sorry, I'm just thinking. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching. This is where we're gonna end the live for today. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Hit the like button. Peace.